Welcome back to our Dream in the Woods. Erik and I are working out on the property today, and we scrounged up a few more Doug fir logs, and so we're going to see if we can get some more pieces out of our cut list out of these. A few of these were green, but a lot of these were dead standing or had just died. That one nice one there needed to come down for the build site. So some of this dead standing stuff we are questioning whether we should saw it or not. You can see this piece solid in the center but soft ring on the outside, and so some of this stuff may end up being firewood. But there's quite a few pieces here. We cut them to 16/6 and 12/6, I think, is our two measurements that we got here. But there's pretty good pile of logs, so hopefully we can get some timbers out of it, and if we can't, then we'll try to get some 1x and 2x, 1.5x material out of that. So I'd be ecstatic if we got 10 timbers out of that, which I don't know if we're going to be able to do or not, but at least we got Doug fir logs to saw. Erik's been playing with this first log up here and not finding real positive signs here. So you can see kind of soft spot here. A lot of this is real soft, and then he pulled this board off. This has a lot of soft junk wood in it. Doesn't really get super stable until you're down to this area here. So I think he's going to try to get some 1x6s out of it, by 10. But we're not going to try to make anything structural out of these kind of trees that it started to rot from the outside in. So anyway, we're getting to it, but learning some lessons on how long trees can be down and what to look for and what kind of confidence we have in those after we get them up on the mill, and whether they're worth our time or this just needs to be firewood. So right now we're thinking this one was a firewood log. Erik's got the second log up here. It's definitely solid. Well, there's some junk there on the right hand side.
Yeah, I
that's
took it
soft
down to here to see what it would look like, because that's where you could see it.
Yeah.
And it's good all the way down here. And this, I mean, I don't know. It looks like it's going to be plenty good out here.
Yeah, to make a nice solid 6x8.
Material out to here.
Yeah. So still play with that. 16 foot long. See what the other end looks like here. Yeah, looks pretty solid on this end. So
these were part of those dead standing
stuff. Yeah. So yeah, see if we can get a timber out of it. kind of an odd time to be uncovering this slab, but I have a friend of mine from work that's coming over to get as much straw as he can into his enclosed trailer. So he should be here anytime. The good thing is that where I have uncovered it, this looks great. You know, no cracks that I can see so far. No chipping. Everything just looks good. So I'm curious about how much of this straw we're going to be able to get into his trailer, but more is better than none. He's going to compost this. The tarp's held up well. There is a few wet spots here and there, but all in all, compared to other hay tarpings and such, this is all in good shape. So well, this is how we left it last night. There's still a little pile of straw there that needs to be taken care of, but Travis and I are able to get about 80% of it or so into his trailer. Great thing is the slab looks like in good shape. No cracks that we can see. Of course, there might be some cracks on the saw lines, but that's what those are for. So have to get the rest of the straw off there and figure out how to fold these tarps up, I guess, on a nice dry day. So Erik's got his first log up here for the day. Looks solid. I don't think there's any, well, might be a little ring on the outside down here, but we'll see. Got a tiny little bit of a bow there, but not too bad. So see if he can work some magic. The last log got 6 by 8 by 16, and then 4 or 5 1 by 6s that I'm going to put away right now. Erik's got the second log of the day, I guess. Yeah. Did one timber yesterday. He got another 6 by 8 out of that last one. This is probably the nicest log in the pile. So another 6x8, which is our target, and then some other bonus material.
Oh, look how pretty this is at the end.
Yeah, look at how uniform those growth rings are. Just bam, 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 bam. Probably a little too tight on the outside.
Yeah.
Probably that's when the harvest needed to happen. It was about 40 years ago, 40 years into this tree's growth. Probably.
Yeah.
Nice tight grains, beautiful, just perfectly symmetrical there. So this is something Erik taught me. Is he uses a level and centers or gets a level line on the pith, and then he uses that as a reference mark to level up the log. So to get a nice accurate, he uses that board, goes from the bottom, or he figures out his inch, so it's very precise, and that's how he's able to center these piths so much. So I've started using that too. When I first saw him do them, I thought he spent too much time on it, but now,
I know.
yeah. So he has a reference mark exactly on
That's
both
gotta go
sides.
up almost 3/4 of an inch.
So 3/4 of an inch.
Yeah, and then
It
I
tells
do it
you.
one more time and I flip it.
Yeah. And then a lot of times when you raise it up on this side, it affects where the measurement is on the far side. So it's not just 3/4 of an inch. Still have to play with it, but that is Erik's secret of centering the pith, is using those boards, drawing a line, measuring. Spending a little bit more time right now to get good confidence in your timber centering the pith. So this is the current cut list of what is needed. And so as far as timbers go, kind of these top three, 6x10s by 12, we need 12 of those. 6x8 by 16s and 14s, need a total of 18. Erik's already made 2 of those, and so down to 16 of those. So that's what's left of the timbers. And then 2x6s, these are purlin, side girt material, eaves and gable ends. And then lots of 1x6 material, 1.5 by 8 material, and then a few purlins, 3x6s. So, but the cut list is getting down, but obviously we're focused on all the timbers that are left. So that's an update on the cut list. right, Erik's center in the pith method. I mean, dead on right there. That's one thing to be on one side, but if you pay attention and draw it, it can be right on the other side. That's perfect. So another great 6x8. Looks like he has some edging to do on those to 2x6 and 1x6. Yeah,
Hit it.
good stuff. Well, here's the yield out of that last log. 6x8x16, and then a 1x6, a couple of those, and then 4 true 2x6x16. So nice looking lumber out of that log. Erik's got a smaller one up on the mill now, so not sure what he's going to be able to make out of that, but get some more lumber. Keep at it. Well, Erik keeps on stacking up the timbers. That's number 4 6x8. So, and then a couple more 2x6s, 3 more 2x6s looks like. So, yeah, looking good. Burn the rest of the straw. Just kind of trying to clean things up around here, and drying out those tarps and trying to fold them. I don't know, that's probably not going to happen today. We need a little more heat than it is given right now. I'm working down here while Erik is milling, just trying to seal up all the holes using liquid nails on that. It seems to be the fastest and stickiest stuff there is. So I don't know, just a lot of pieces of metal to get through to get it all done. Kind of wanted to show you this pile here. It's all 1x10s and then 1x3s of that blued pine. Basically that's out of 2 logs, and then I cut a little small one that I did a bunch of 1x3s out of, but basically all those 1x10s and this stack out of 2 logs. So I got 3 more of those big monsters to go. I got to spread those out because they take a lot of energy. This is the 6x8 pile. So this is what we've been working on today. And so I think we needed 18 total. We already got 4, so down to 14. Keep on going. Well, Erik continued just to mill away over here as I was sealing up all of those, the metal for the lumber storage over there. So it looks like he's got 3 2x6s and how many is it? 5 1x6s. So all 16-foot length, and then he has another pile over here. So there's our other, we got 2 more 6x8s by 16, and then a few more, 3 more 2x6s. So that brought our 6x8 by 16 count for this video up to 5. So knocking down the timbers, I think now we're down to 25 timbers remaining to mill. We got 10 2x6s and 8 1x6 all by 16 foot. And there's a few Doug fir left in the deck here. Kind of think a couple of those aren't going to be any good as far as they've degraded too much. But there will be a couple of good ones in there as far as getting a few more timbers, but not a lot. So I would say out of that group, if we can squeak in another 4 or 5 timbers, we'd be in good shape. So I appreciate Erik running the sawmill so consistently and helping everything out. Sure adding to the timber count and checking things off the list. So definitely still don't have enough Doug fir trees here to finish the timbers, but more to come. Hopefully in about a month is when the logger is going to be able to get a load of logs here to finish that out. But we'll be quickly transitioning to more foundation work and getting utilities into the barn, and that will start happening very shortly. The backhoe is still at the mechanic, and so when it comes back, we should be able to hit that full force. So I appreciate everyone watching, and you guys have a great day. Make sure you hit like and subscribe, leave us a comment, and we'll catch you with the next video. Thanks.